back to another episode of Video City TV. I'm your host, Hallie Ann at the Butterfly Buddha, and I am here with the real KMula.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. So you have your own TV show.
Yes, Mad Motivation TV. That's a fact.
Okay, tell me what your show is about.
So my show is about catching up with the artists and finding out what motivates them to do what they do. You know, we all got 9-to-5 side hustles or whatever, but what motivates you to get up and follow your dreams every single day?
Okay.
You know?
Well, what is the one thing that stuck with you, that an artist has shared with you, that motivated them, that made you be like, oh shit, like, what was that?
You know, a lot of people, the thing that's nearest and dearest to them is their children. So when you have kids and it's like you got kids to provide for, you want a better life for your kids, and your passion is keeping you off the streets, keeping you from jail, keeping you in a position where you could provide for your family. I think that was like the strongest thing that moved me. I heard somebody say motivates them.
Okay, how long have you been doing the show for?
We've been doing the show for a few years. You know, we coming up. I ain't gonna say when the 10-year anniversary is, but we've been doing it for a little while now. We coming up on the 10-year anniversary in a few years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Damn, and you had some big names on that show too.
Yeah, we did. Our first guest was Fred the Godson, rest in peace.
We had him here too, Video City TV.
Yes.
We're all family.
For real, we all family, we all connected. I mean, you know, the way that we met was even crazy. Like, tell the people we met in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Making music, following our dreams, our passion. Like, this is a testament to what we talking about right here. Like, we met because we was in the studio. I was actually running late, so she was in there mixing her song. You know,
I was happy.
Yeah,
I was like,
she was getting the mix. Like, she was like,
okay.
he's late. I'm gonna keep, making my song. I was like, cool. I walked in. I was like, oh, this is a dope vibe. You know, we just kicked it off from there. You know, like she heard my music, I heard her music, and then we just connected over music. And then we found out we both into the TV.
I know, I was like, what a
world, what a coincidence.
He is actually the host of it, so he interviews artists. So now, again, the tables have turned. Now I'm here asking you all the questions. So how long have you been doing music for?
I've been doing music since I was in high school. And yeah, that's when it really started because, you know, I used to live in Philly and then I came to New York, and the thing was like in school, you know, everybody used to tell jokes and like it'd be harsh. Like if you ain't had no jokes to tell back, like you be getting clowned and laughed at all day. And like I used to come up with the jokes, but I couldn't remember them one by one, so I used to put them in rhyme form so that they all be connected. So I'm like, oh, I got all the jokes in rhymes. So ever since then, I just started writing rhymes and writing, and it's been a rap ever since.
I started reading the Will Smith book, and that's what he did too.
For real?
Yeah, he was rapping, and he was like doing battle raps and would clown on people.
Yeah,
and that was like a protective gear for him.
Wow. Shout out to Will. See, me and Will from Philly, man. You know the deal, man.
Right, a lot of commonality.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
Awesome.
Small world. Wow.
So you have an album that just came out?
I have a record that just came out. It's called Back Blocks. It's on all platforms. KMula, Back Blocks. We got the video coming out soon. Stay tuned for that.
Check it out.
And the new project is on the way. It's called the Stimmy Pack. You know, so yeah, you already know.
Why is it called the Stimmy Pack? Is
the
there like
Stimmy
different
Pack,
instruments in it? Like,
I mean, you know, it's like the whole pandemic. You know, everything that's been going on while the pandemic has been happening. Like, you know, the stimulus checks and the Stimmy Packs and all of that. Like, it's like a booster pack. So we giving y'all a nice package with this music, you know, to get you boosted, to get you motivated. You know what I'm saying? And you got to tap in with the music, man. See what it's all about. It's lit.
I love the message, and I love the statement.
Yeah. We turned up, man.
Yeah,
we outside.
Nice.
For real. Stimulating, motivating the people.
How often does Mad Motivation TV come out? Like every week? How often do you guys have an episode?
So we have episodes coming out. They coming out every 2 weeks, and we getting more episodes filmed right now. We got some new episodes coming, new season. It's all brand new stuff happening. So, you know, stay tuned. You see what's going down.
Exciting.
Yes. Great time to be alive.
Well, thank you for being a part of Video City.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Fingers made that shit.
Met her on a Monday, went out on a Tuesday, tried to take her home, so she hit me with the deuce. Friday, she blowing up my phone trying to seduce me.
Daddy, are you pulling out right now?
Shorty just topped me off, no toupee. Make me bust like toothpaste, pussy wet like 2 lakes. Next week she acting two-faced, like I don't understand you. This chick be acting too crazy. She say she never fuck on a weekday, but only on the weekend. She gotta get a babysitter, watch both of her twins. She got an income tax, so it's litty again. And if I hit it right, I might get me a Benz. It's the G-Dot Raw with the fleet guitar. 7 niggas playing games, man, we came to ball. When we in your local city, know we buying the bar. You heard? I'm looking for the weekend, bro. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak. Heard a lot of news though, she the neighborhood hoe. Never will I cuff a smut, this what I do though. Come through body to body just like a sumo. Hit it till she speaking Spanish. Mommy, you know the ball is right here, the bar is right here. We ballin' like this, huh? Now it's slick, gon' bounce that ass. She want me to beat it up like a boxing match, huh? Yeah, you paid my phone bill, but still you gotta chill. Too much for me to deal. I'm a hustler, I thought I told ya. She a customer when I stroke her. Slippery, I need a freak, but not like her every day of the week. That unique physique, it got me weak, but she only got time at the end of the week. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak. Shorty, she a weekend freak. Weekend freak. Weekend freak.
Hi, I'm Ivy Smith, and I have with me Zaeskee Alazae.
What it do? What it do? What it do? How you
Hey, thank you for being here. I know you're busy.
No problem. No problem.
So, question, how did you come up with your name?
Okay, well, I'm back in the day, my younger years. I was in high school, and I was always a big guy that was smooth with the ladies. So, singing, serenading them, and that's where I got my name from. Actually, they were saying women loved it back in the day. Tupac used to talk about Alaze and Hennessy and weed, and he's smooth like Alaze, so his name was Al. So, that's where it came from. It was really given to me.
Okay. Sounds like a fun, childhood. Everybody's cool.
I had fun in high school.
Speaking growing up, who did you listen to? Sorry, hold on. Let me do that again because there was a noise here. Okay. Speaking of growing up, who did you listen to while growing up?
Okay, I listened to a lot of Dr. Dre, old school like Jackie Wilson and James Brown, the wine, singing, and my favorite was "Give Me a Break." Neil Hopper, if you remember that, or it was a television. I used to love how that lady sing. I used to just watch her when she sings on certain episodes, and it really just gave me the.
Okay.
You can just be an entertainer.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, how old are you? Oh, my gosh. You look young.
I'm in my 40s.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you look good. Let me know what you do so when I get older, I can do what you're doing.
Just eating what my grandparents showed me.
Okay. Let's see here. So your song, Feel It, Kill It. Where did you do the video at? Because I love the background and whoever did it was awesome. So.
Well, my guy Young Blaze, he booked everything downtown Chicago, and in the studio, and actually had 4 different background settings right there. It was and he just amazing with his camera work and everything. So shout out to Young Blaze, one of the greatest camera workers in the state of Chicago and Illinois. So yeah. That's a good thing right there. And he's actually a rapper, but he's very known overseas.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna I think I'm going to interview him too next week. So he's on my list.
Okay.
So shout out to him. Good job. And you did an awesome job. That I was listening to, I was like, wow, I love the beat. So it's like a fusion of like Afro, Caribbean, and like R&B, and like I'm missing something here. What else?
I just made it more of a commercial sound, by me producing so many artists. I just made it more of a commercial for people to. It's a feel good song. It's a feel good song. I just want to get up and dance and do their thing. So that's pretty much. I just really want to be more Afrobeat popish. So Caribbean with the Caribbean, it's everybody want to go to the club, everybody want to go on the boat cruises, be on the beach and just dance. Just feel good about yourself.
Beat account.
Baby, won't you shake that body? Yeah, don't hurt nobody. One time, take that body, Marker. I want your body. Let me take you home with me tonight. You grinding. So let me feel it. One time, wanna feel it. I must admit, you looking sweet, girl. Like in them jeans, nice and petite, yeah. You're thicker than a Snicker, and you know it. The way you move on the dance floor makes me want it. Let's say we get about it, baby. Let's make that move. Tonight is yours, and I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. Baby, won't you shake that body? Yeah, don't hurt nobody. One time, take that body, Marker. I want your body. Let me take you home with me tonight. Hit it. You grinding. So let me feel it. Hit it. One time, I wanna feel it. So let me feel it. Hit it. You grinding. So let me feel it. Hit it. One time. Take you home with me tonight. Yeah. So you can be my private dancer for money. Do what you're supposed to do. Baby, won't you shake that body? Yeah. Don't hurt nobody. One time. Take that body. Let me take you home with me tonight.
Hello, Video City. We are back in Times Square with the Archduchess of Divinity from Pasadena, California. Thank you for flying all the way over here to see us today.
Honor to come see you, Miss Jewelz.
Yes, you are beautiful. Look at you.
You too, darling.
All thank you to Team McDonald's. So I wanted to say, I know you started doing gospel, right?
Yeah.
Gospel hip-hop. Well, gospel hip, right?
Yeah.
So as a pastor, what made you get into music?
I've always had a passion for music, of course. I grew up in the church. And then when I married my husband, he was a producer for rap music back in the days. Okay. So we just collaborated, and we just decided to just do gospel music one day. It was just out of the blue.
So right now you have a single coming out. And we're going to see the billboard actually playing right behind us.
They're actually out already.
You have a music video out.
3
music videos out. The singles are out.
Yeah.
What do you have coming?
Up and coming will be the EPK, which consists of 6 songs. But right now I have Greatest Name in History, which had over 100,000 streams within the first 2 months, I think, after we dropped it. Cry Out, which is in the top 40. It's been there for a few months now. And then No More. Yes, darling, don't take it for granted, love. And we have one more, which was No More, which was the first song to show up on the Billboard. That's the one we're creating the movement for. It's really a song to ignite the people to realize the damage that we're doing to one another and to hopefully make us want to stop or seek out help, because we realize the issue is bigger than race. It's mental. So we want to deal with the mental health problem. So we want to create more black counselors in our communities. We want to create more awareness. We want to educate people on what it looks like, you know, even in their own homes, to see their child or their mate or whoever, where you can identify that something is going on.
I feel like recognition is one of the most important steps. If you can't acknowledge and recognize what's going on, then how are you going to fix it, right?
And even if you recognize and acknowledge it, if you don't have the wherewithal or the resources or the knowledge, you still can't fix it. So what we're trying to create is a platform where people can come to. It's going to be called the No More Crisis Center. It's up and coming. All of this is just like manifesting as we speak. But the crisis center will be entitled the No More Crisis Center. And we'll be based out of Pasadena, but we want it to end up being global, because we feel like everyone should have a center that they can come to and feel safe and supported and understood. I want people to be able to come.
Identify with the person who's helping you.
Yes.
Like they really understand your issues.
It's more relatable.
More in a wholesome way.
Yeah, because you don't feel like the people are judging you or looking at you like a lab rat, right, or like a possum, you know, a guinea pig. They're looking at you like, no, I've been there. It's not foreign. I do understand. You know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to create for our own community.
I love that.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about the music, right? When did you start? How? And you know, who are your inspirations, right?
Well, my inspiration, of course, is my mother, the late, great Dr. Pastor Dorothy A. Evans, endearly known as Mother Evans. And then on top of her, Aretha Franklin, LaShawn Pace Rhodes, Walter Hawkins, James Cleveland, of course. Donnie McKirkin is my all-time favorite, and Fred Hammond. So I just have like a lot of, the Winans. Once I start naming, I'll just keep going. But I have my own personal favorites that I grew up with, like Matthew Burrell and Karen Burrell, you know, Dorothy Pasinger Ross. These people sang at ranges that weren't really on the keys, if you ask me. You know, just high and just angelic and melodious still. And so just a lot of people that has inspired me, that I have been in company with from a childhood up until this point in my life.
Now, with your music, you said you tap into a more secular crowd, right? You bring them into learning more about gospel and listening.
Run to the light. Run to the light. I'm trying to help people to realize that Jesus is the best thing that ever happened. And I know that there's been a stigma on the church, and I know that it's been a bad one. And so I'm trying to get people to trust God again, and it comes through God's people. We have to be trustworthy. And a lot of times we put ourselves so high up on a pedestal that we appear to be unreachable. And that's not how Jesus set it up for us. He set it up for us that we be that light in the dark place, that we be that example, that we show people that the transformation can take place for you. So he takes people like me that are nothing, ratchet, just worn, torn. That's the name Achduchess, because it's related to Gomer in the Bible. I told you I ain't perfect. You got to watch it, okay? They'll bring us under this belt right here. I try to keep it tough. I try and keep it tucked, okay? I'm working on me. He sees the camera and he sees us standing here.
People don't care.
They do not care. It's blatant disrespect towards us as a people. It's a message that they want to send to us that what we're doing is nothing, and that they don't respect what we do. You understand what I'm saying? That it's invaluable. But we are valuable, and we are respect worthy, and we deserve that. You know, I've experienced this so many times. I'm always staying at these high-end hotels, and people, right. But the people will come. They look at you a little funny, but then the other guests will come and try to usurp their position. Like, and you can be engaged. I'm telling you what I've experienced personally in a conversation with the representative. They will just come and start
As if you're not standing there.
as if I'm an invisible woman. So it's a lot that we have to work out as a people, and it's not getting better. But we have to do it in love. We have to do it in love. We have to do it in love, but still stern. I didn't disrespect that man, but he needed a little gearing and steering. So a lot of times we just have to help people to realize that that's the place that they're in, because it's usually a learned behavior. They've watched their parents mistreat black people. I remember one time my mom was at Nordstrom shopping, and there was a little girl. She kept staring at my mom. She kept staring at my mom. So my mom was just shopping, and I'm watching the little girl watching my mom. And the little girl walks up to my mom, and she rubs my mom's arms, and she looks at her hands, and she turns around and said, "Mommy, it doesn't come off." And I was so broken. I was like 8 or 9 years old, but my mom was like, "No, we're not colored, baby. We're skin just like yours. It's just a darker complexion with melanin. That's all it is." But it's something that, you know, we have to, it's generational. And so, not to stay there, but I just want us to be aware that we have to come together as a people. We don't have a support system. We are the only support system that we have. When this incident took place in Buffalo, New York, and all the people who were murdered at Tops Market, no, we're headed to Buffalo. Right. To another interview and to try to help to see what we could do. Yeah. But there was a letter. It was a manifesto that the assailant had copied from somebody else and read it, a 150-page manifesto. In that manifesto, it mentioned the Jews. So now there's an anti-bill for killing Jews.
What about us?
There's one for Asians. When they were doing that hate crimes on Asians, they created that. They've been beating us, lynching us, killing us, mistreating us for thousands of years, and there's nothing in place for black people. So we have to be there for one another. We just have to, as unfortunate as it is, we have to form a union of people that can be our spokespersons and our representatives. Now he wants to come and take the tables that we set for the perimeter. But it's okay. It's okay. It's an attack from the enemy, but I'm still excited about this billboard with our album covers on here.
You took the table for them.
Yeah.
To do what?
To annoy us and try to make us, quote unquote, act black.
So the EK, you said it.
EPK.
The EPK is coming out.
Yeah.
And what are you doing in Buffalo today? Or later today or later this week?
We'll be at Martin Luther King Park with Mr. Ray Daniels.
Okay.
And we're going to go over to Tops Market. And it's really just me just trying to be present and aware and do whatever, anything that I can do to help.
You have a TV production, right? You have a TV show out. So tell me a little bit about what goes on that show that you have.
It's called the Achduchess of Divinity. It airs on Second Team Entertainment, and it consists of wellness, health, interviewing athletes, interviewing those that were wrongfully arrested, people that were sentenced to hundreds of years.
You spoke about that also, right? You were also wrongfully arrested, not convicted, but wrongfully arrested.
Found not guilty, fully exonerated by a jury of my peers. Well, not my peers, but to God be the glory. But yeah, I spent 3 years and 10 months in a county facility. So it's just really, it's been a long road, but I still have my joy. And that's why we came out with our first release, Greatest Name in History, which is referencing Jesus and encouraging people to get to know him. Because when you experience those dark places in your life, he will still be a light. He will still keep you at peace. Peace that surpasses your own understanding.
I am descending from Two hearts beating in time. Our rhythm is one. I'm yours, you are mine. For you, I surrender myself each night, every day.